Morning all.
Morning, Major.
So, very sorry we didn't sign off last night. We'll give you a quick recap on what happened. So we went on Autopia in the dark, last ride in the park, then realised that the fireworks were starting and it was absolutely mobbed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was real biz.
So we thought, right, we're gonna whiz out, and the original plan was that we were going to miss the fireworks, whiz into Avengers campus, which is open till 10:30 during the summer months, or at the moment anyway, and get there. But it started to rain as we got off Autopia, and then it started to actually hammer down, didn't it? And we thought, no, do you know what, we're going to give it a miss. So we started to go through the village and through the car park, and it was getting heavier and heavier. So we just got back to the car, and Gary said, what we'll do, we'll come back, we'll chill out, we'll go to the Starbucks downstairs, we'll have a nice cake and a coffee, and we'll sit out on the veranda bit, because there's a veranda bit which has got a roof on it, and even though it's raining, it was still really hot, wasn't it? Yeah. So we thought we could sit under the veranda bit, and that'd be nice, look out over the pool and the lake and everything.
Which is there.
Yeah, it's just outside our window. So we went to Starbucks. We're not having much luck with coffee in this place. We didn't last time, and for some reason we're not this time. So we went to Starbucks, picked out our cakes, ordered our coffees, and he said, no, sorry, machine's being cleaned, so can't do any. It's like, right, okay. And it shut shortly after that, didn't it, anyway? So we sat, by then he'd already got our cakes out, so we thought...
Just dropped off salt in a corner somewhere.
Well, Gary did, yeah. Oh, this is making my... I'm sorry, I'm just going to swap sides, because my arm is aching. Yeah, so because he'd already sort of picked our cakes out, we thought, well, we can't say no to them now. So we sat on the veranda and ate the cakes, choking a bit because we were so dry. It's like...
it's a really nice cake with a coffee.
Then we thought, right, we'll come back up to the room. And I said, oh, I forgot, the kettle doesn't work. So I went over to reception and said, our kettle doesn't work. They gave us a brand new kettle straight away. Brilliant. And Gary had found some little coffee sachets, hadn't you?
Yeah.
So we had a coffee. It was quite strong. It wasn't the best coffee, but we had a coffee. So that's where we were at last night, and that's how we ended up. So sorry we didn't sign off, but it all became a bit hectic and a bit, you know, coffeeless. But yeah. So today the forecast for the next couple of days is rain, rain, and more rain. But apparently this morning until about midday, I think it is, it's going to be sunny and then a bit cloudy.
It's pretty hot at the moment, actually.
And then it's going to pee down.
Quite sticky as well.
Yeah, it's going to pee down all afternoon.
Was it just me?
Yeah, that's probably just you. It's going to rain all afternoon apparently, and we've got thunderstorms on their way this afternoon and right the way through the night. And it looks a good one. It looks very wet. Let's put it that way. It looks like it's going to be very wet. So we've changed our plan. We haven't got up early this morning. We thought we'd have a lay-in. Well, we haven't really had a lay-in, but Gary just takes so long to get ready, you know. But yeah, we've got up this morning. We've not rushed. We've had our breakfast, and now what we're going to do is we are going to mooch into the park for a couple of hours, and then when it starts to rain, we are going to leave and go to Val d'Europe and go to the shops and to Auchan. So that's the plan for today.
Yes.
Not sure what Ed and Chris are doing today. I haven't got in touch with them yet. I'll probably catch up with them at some point. Maybe we'll meet up with them again at some point today.
Yeah.
But I think they were going to have today as a bit of a rest day too, because I think you do need to sort of chill out occasionally. So anyway.
Yeah. And the birds have gone quiet.
Yeah, yeah. We've got like the scene from Alfred Hitchcock now.
House Martins.
I think they were house because they've got nests all around the
right, but we're at the top. We're on the top floor, so there's like loads of nests all along.
Yeah.
The first couple
yeah,
of
one
days,
of them's pooed on our window.
There was tons of activity, and there's been all summer actually. When we was even here in June as well. But
yeah,
I'm sort of thinking that this is probably about the time that they bugger off to Africa, probably. I think
anyway, let's us bugger off to the parks.
Yeah, so yeah.
Right, catch you later. Oh look, there's some ducks. Look, they're not quite Disney ducks. They're Stay City ducks. Oh, they're going back that way. Somebody must be going to feed them. But they've just seen somebody there. Look, it's like, oh, there might be food. Right, off we go. So we've come through security this morning. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but they've been really, really thorough. when you lay your bags on to the rollers, they usually just push them through the scanning machine, but they've actually got like the scanning wands that they're putting all over the bag before they even go on the rollers, and then they're putting them through and they are literally stopping each bag and really thoroughly looking. I usually carry my camera through, but this morning I just shoved it in the bag, and because it's got the pistol grip handle, they made me take it out the bag and check what it was. For some reason with Gary's bag, they were stopping and checking it. Somebody in front of us had a pencil case with a pen in it. They made them get the pen out and look at the pen. So they've been really thorough, and they've been really stopping each person, checking them through the scanner. So, and there's an awful lot of security around, and there's a dog going absolutely, one of the sort of security dogs going absolutely mad back there, and they're getting them to actually walk amongst the people as they're getting off the buses and trains. I don't know, it just seems to be a bit full-on security this morning, which is a bit strange. I mean, there's always lots of security, but it's quite a heavy presence at the moment. Anyway, we went into the World of Disney, picked up a couple of pins for our daughter, and Gary decided that he wanted a coffee from Starbucks. So he's been a really big boy, and I've given him some money, and he's gone off on his own to get himself a Starbucks. You know, big boy, taking his first steps. So yeah, I've just grabbed a couple of bits in there. We went in there while it was quiet. Well, that was the best way. And now I'm just trying to find him now. I don't know where he's gone. So once I find him, we're going to mooch into the park. Sun's out at the moment. He's forgotten his sunglasses. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, a lot of security. Right, let's hope I can find him now. Here he comes. First solo trip to buy a drink. Looks like it was successful. How was it for you? Did you cope?
Long. It's busy. Got through it very quick.
There you go. Did you all by yourself like a big boy?
Yeah.
You coped okay then?
I'm not sure it worked out right, so I ended up with jelly with mashed potatoes on top.
Yeah, that wouldn't put it past him. Right, let's try and get back down this way and back towards the park now. Right, we're going into studios. We've decided Gary's going to sit and drink his coffee. We're going to queue for Web Slinger because we really love that, and take it from there. Look, there's doing his thing. That's not Pluto, Gary.
Well, it's got something yellow on.
Right. It's suddenly turned really, really hot again.
Saw that run.
Yeah.
It's got mega humid, isn't it?
Right, let's get through here. What snacks have they got? Not many themed ones, I don't think. Oh, they've just got those awful Groot biscuits. They were really dry before, weren't they? We're not having much luck at the moment, so we've gone round to Web Slingers and it's temporarily down. So we've come into...
Yeah, they're all slung. The webs are slung.
So we've come into Stark's factory, thinking we could got a coffee. Well, Gary's got his coffee. I can get a coffee and a muffin or something. And oh, that's too dark. Coffee and a muffin or something. Coffee and a muffin or something. And they've got pizza pasta, a little biscuity cake thing, which I don't want. So I'll give you a quick look round, and then I think we're going to have to go and find somewhere else, to be honest. Not having a very successful morning so far. But look, there's the Hulk Buster, which is pretty cool. And then the food they do is this kind of thing where you've got pizza, pasta. There's not a lot in here really, to be honest. Pizza, pasta, cakes, not a huge amount. You've got some seating around here. It's a bit quieter. Nice and empty in here though, actually, at the moment. So we've just had another gyros, which we had yesterday or the day before or whenever, because that was really nice. Now we've just gone and got some churros and Nutella. €6, but you still get annual pass discount with these things. So we'll tuck into these and then we're going to go around and see if Spider-Man's up and running again.
Cheerio.
Yes.
That looks interesting.
So we've just been on Web Slinger again. It's such a fantastic ride, really like that. So we was in with this other couple who were doing really well, getting really high scores. I got a really high score, not quite as high as them. Gary really let the side down and he kept hitting me.
I'm not sure what's happening here.
Yeah, obviously his web slinging doesn't work. But no, that was really, really good.
Not too big too soon.
Yeah, but yeah, that was good. And then I went to go and film Thor and Loki, who were up by the Quinjet, and some woman with a balloon came and stood right in front of my camera. So I gave up, moved over, and then some woman in front of me just took a great big puff of her vape and blew it out all over my face, which was really nice of her. So I had a man earlier while I was waiting for Gary to come out the toilet sneezing all over me. So yeah, not very happy with all of that. There you go. Anyway, we're going to leave now, I think, and go and do some shopping. So when we get there, we'll take you with us there. It's so hot here now. I just need to get out of here for a bit now, out of the sun. And Gary quite fancies going to see this later, which is the National Geographic special edition Symphony for Our I can't speak today. Symphony for Our World. So there you go. So maybe we can come and do one of those later. If we don't do it today, we can do it another day. So
yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah. So we have come into Auchan. My back is killing me, so I'm leaning on the trolley. We're just walking around. I'm not going to get the big camera out, so I'm doing this on the phone. I'm not sure how good the audio is, but we're currently just walking down the wine aisle, and there is like hundreds and hundreds of bottles of wine, like just so many. I might find a nice bottle of red to take back for my dad. Gary's found some rum because he wants to know where's all the rum gone. And it's there.
It's here. Loads of it.
Oh, there's things growing in these ones.
So it's like a biology lab at school. Like body parts.
Looks like frog spawn. So I drained it from the pond. Last time we came, Gary decided he would treat himself to some cider. He doesn't really drink. And he bought this cider here because he thought it looked really good, and it was absolutely chronic.
Deliberating between this one and this one.
Speak up.
Yeah, I was deliberating between this one and this one. And in the end I decided that the red looked more something.
Crap.
I think this was the way to go. And it really did taste bad.
So you join us much later, back at the hotel. So we went off to Val d'Europe. We went to a couple of shops. I bought some bits and pieces. We then went into Auchan, and we're having quite a nice time walking around, filming some bits. And there were some really interesting bits of food and different things we were going to show you. Some really funny bits that Gary did. And then we got accosted by a security guard. Actually, if I do that, then you can see Gary as well. We got accosted by a security guard who didn't speak any English at first, did he? He was sort of like, and and basically was telling me I couldn't film. So I said I'm very sorry.
He didn't need to speak English, he was pointing a gun at us.
Yeah, no, he was getting really stroppy, pointing at the camera and saying no and all this, really getting quite nasty with me. So I said, okay, I'm really sorry. So I put the camera down, turned it off, put it away in Gary's rucksack, started going off, and then it came about two rows later, was it 2 hours later?
Yeah, tracked us down.
Yeah, he suddenly came running after us, come here, come with me. But like, well, okay.
Didn't actually say that, but...
No, but he was, well, in French,
yeah.
And he was like really getting stroppy, and then he called this, and he was shouting at me, telling me to do something, which I sort of guessed he was saying you've got to delete the film, but I wasn't quite sure, and I thought, well, I'm not going to do... Anyway, long story short, he ended up getting another guy to come over who said, you've got to delete your film. I said, oh, okay. So they stood over us. There was everyone looking at us because he was shouting from one end of the supermarket to the other, wasn't he?
Yeah, drew quite a lot of attention.
Really drew attention. And he was quite a big guy. He was getting really stroppy, shouting and screaming. And I thought, well, there's no need for this, really. And we know other people have, and other vloggers we know who we watch who have actually been in there and have filmed before. And, I couldn't see we weren't filming anything, filming things like Monster Munch and like, I don't know, they had some Monster Munch which wasn't like English Monster Munch, but anyway. Yeah, so he then stood over us and there's all these people watching us while I had to delete every single bit. So that was fun. So that got us in a bit of a bad mood, to be honest, because we thought there wasn't really a need to be quite so aggressive and quite so awful. But anyway, we thought, oh well. And it's a shame because we found some really cute bits and pieces that we were going to show you. So I was going to go and take a picture of the Auchan sign outside for a thumbnail. Didn't bother with that because there won't be any vlog with that. So then we've picked up we went to go and get something to eat, and the place we normally go to, sort of a Chinese place, isn't it, that sells a lot of really nice food, had run out of all the stuff that Gary likes. So we ended up buying some bits and pieces in Auchan, just a few bits, just to eat for dinner, because it was getting so late. And the queue was absolutely horrendous. We've queued for what, about 20 minutes, half an hour?
At least, yeah.
Just to pay for it. And so it's been a disastrous trip. So we're now back at the hotel. We're having a little picnic tea. It's quite late now, it's 8:20. So I don't know if we're going to get back in the park. I did want to go back to the Avengers campus to do the 9 to 10:30 evening bit. Or if not, just go for a mooch in the village or something. But Gary's not sure if we're going to do that or not. But if we do, we'll take you with us. But yeah, so our plan to go and meet Ed and Chris this evening hasn't really worked out. Anyway, I'm going to go and eat my food now because it's already been sitting in a trolley for about an hour waiting to be paid for. This is our little picnic we've got. So Gary's got a some kind of breaded chicken pasta salad. I've got a tuna salad. We've got some French bread. I've got a chunk of brie. Yeah, we're going to eat up and then we'll go back. Hello, us again. So it is now 9 o'clock. The park's shut officially. Avengers campus is open until 10:30. So we are going to pop to the park to see if we can just have a quick look at Avengers campus at night. We thought that might be a nice thing to do. But something else I forgot to tell you about when we went to the supermarket was when we came out, all our bit where we'd parked was reasonably empty. It'd been quite busy when we got there, and some cheeky person had put barriers, metal barriers, all around my car, which did not impress Gary, did it?
No, I wasn't happy about it, that's all. To be honest.
That's putting it mildly. Yeah, no, he was not a happy bunny. And yeah, so it's been a disastrous shopping trip. But yeah, we're going up there for an hour. Gary's not sure it's really worth going, but I just think, well, we've got an hour, even if we just go and see what it's like, I think it's worth it. So Mr. Pessimist here, all the way here has been going, probably won't let us in, we probably won't get in, it's not going to happen, we'll get there and everyone will be kicking out and we won't be able to do it. Moan, 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 and we've got straight in. So there you go.
We just pretended to be in.
So we're going off to Avengers Campus in the dark. Right, so we're actually in now. I'm not sure like how they sort of barrier it off or what they do, but it'll be interesting to find out. So we've got about an hour. It's 9:25, and Avengers Campus is open until 10:30. Appears that all the shops are still open, even though the park itself actually shut at 9. But it's still open at the moment. So here we go. Still quite a few people here. Food court's still open. What's that? Is that a mouse? What was that? Was that a mouse? Was that Mickey? Where's it gone?
It's actually underneath the door itself.
Oh, there it goes. Look, it's Mickey. All pretty at night. Right, so they have barriers as you come in. Gary just walked through them, despite the fact that the cast member was shouting, no, excuse me, in a world of his own, walking through. I've just had to drag him back. So, yeah, they section that off so you can just go straight through to Avengers Campus. Did you see that little mouse? That was a friend of Mickey's come to see us. Oh, doesn't that look cool at night?
Sort that bowl out.
Yeah.
Expensive out. Twilight Zone, see it?
Oh, here we go, yeah. Right, so today Gary was asking if these little bits down here lit up at night, and the answer to that is no. Yeah, missed an opportunity there, haven't they? It's quite good. Yeah, they could have made them reflector light, yeah. Right and complain, Gary. Tell them they should have made them reflector light.
Oh, yeah. Sort your mark out.
This looks very cool at night.
Ça et le studio 2 qui est là-bas. Tu rentres à l'Avengers Campus et on avait mangé ici. Nous on a mangé
Oh look, it's the Mr. Ons.
Avengers HQ, Training Center, Web Workshop, Hidden Kitchen, Star Factory, Mission Equipment, Gateway Portal. Campus system check complete. No unusual activity at this time. One moment. I am now detecting irregular activity at the Web Workshop. The situation may need your assistance, recruits. Please head over as soon as possible.
So we've just met Ed and Chris. They have just popped to the loo. We're just waiting for them, and then we're going to go and see if we can get along with Spider-Man. Yeah, well, okay. We've just met Ed and Chris, and we are all going to try and go and get on at Spider-Man. Loving this ride, really loving this ride.
It is good.
Especially as I'm beating Gary every single time. He hasn't quite got his wrist action right. Oh look, and there she is. I was going to creep up
behind your front now. I'm not going to be that nasty.
So Ed's just been to watch the fireworks display.
Oh, it was so amazing.
Yeah.
I think all I've done is cry for like a week.
Oh. Oh, and there we go. There's a Chris. So we've just come off of Spider-Man again, and guess who won? Guess who thrashed it again? But we're having such a laugh, aren't we?
Oh, amazing.
Oh dear. We just asked this guy to take a picture for us, and it was just so funny. He was just spending ages, and Ed and Chris were saying he's probably taken loads of selfies
Through your Facebook.
Oh, so it's now 10:30 and we're on our way out. So a disastrous day. Well, it started off okay, bit of a blip in the middle, but it's ended off quite well. So yeah, did you hear that, didn't you?
know what I mean? Because you've met up with us.
Oh, dear. I thought you were saying, but you wet yourself. Oh dear, we're having such a laugh. It's brilliant. Oh look, never seen the screen that low before. Is that low? Is that lower than it normally is? Looks like the shutter's going.
Oh, last stop of the evening, Starbucks. Apparently we've got 10 minutes to drink it all down.
Not a sponsored video.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Spooksley.
Unless I want to.
But we did discover you get annual pass discount here, which we never realised.
Yeah.
Only rolls there.
And look, it's chucking it down outside. So we're going to use every single one of those 10 minutes in the hope we might stay driving. Oh my god, it's like a river, look at it. Oh god. Anyway, good night one and all. It's been a pleasure, hasn't it, Gary?